just upsetting.
Residents of this West Hollywood Bird Streets neighborhood are realizing tonight they've been unknowingly walking past a dead body for some time now. When this Tesla arrived at a Hollywood tow yard Monday morning, workers say the car was emitting a foul smell, and it wasn't long before the decomposing body of a woman was discovered in the front trunk. It was the same smell these residents and their dogs have been smelling for more than a week now.
He took a very big interest in sniffing all of it. I'm just remembering something. I mean, this is gonna sound horrible. So we would walk by the hedges, and I'm like, the hedges always smell like something decomposing. And there's a lot of rats around in here, but there was always a smell. There was always a smell.
This man, who lives about 50 yards from where the car was parked, didn't smell anything, but says he did notice something seemed off.
The only thing odd was out of a state license plate, and it was banged up and kept moving from one place to other place within a couple of blocks from here.
The car, which has Texas plates, is registered to the singer David, who is from Texas. David, whose full name is David Anthony Berg, has 33 million monthly listeners on Spotify and 3.6 million followers on TikTok. He's currently in the midst of a world tour, performing tonight in Minneapolis. So far, there's been no comment from the singer, but incidentally, a second body was found in another impounded car today, this time in a burned out vehicle in South LA. This one is not believed to be connected to the Tesla. Police in the coroner's office are now working to determine who the victims are in both cases.
Anybody who's on social media or who watches the news knows about the David and Celeste Rivas story. Celeste was said to be dating David at the time she was 12 years old and David was 17. While some of you may not find it a problem because David was still a minor, keep in mind the following year David will be a legal adult while Celeste will still be in elementary school. That alone had social media talking. Many people took notice that every time when they would see Celeste and David online, she would either be sporting a hoodie or covering up her face to hide the fact that she was with David. Also to hide her identity, because she was reported missing 3 times in 2024 by her family. People also noticed that Celeste was online many times, and why wasn't any of her friends or family reporting that she was seen online?
I media trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
One thing for sure, it keeps getting weirder and weirder. A lot of questions, no answers, and no arrests.
Connect the dots and scroll through his TikTok posts, you see a pattern. David presents himself as an overly possessive boyfriend who gets upset at the smallest things. The type who doesn't want you talking to any other guys, who gets upset or angry or jealous over the most innocent interactions. His behavior online feels obsessive, almost suffocating, and very weird. Since Celeste's disappearance, his TikTok reposts have seemed a bit creepy. Babe, please don't trip, but this guy, and it's a picture of an animated weapon. Me watching her scream after pouring boiling hot water on her after she told a boy happy birthday. Me if I see her talk with other dudes, and it's meat being chopped up. Me after hearing about her past with other boys. I'm jealous and utterly disgusted by her actions. I don't even know what type of contraption that is. Anyways, since the discovery of her passing, David hasn't really spoken out addressing the matter or even giving her family any condolences. It's very telling that they were so in love, but he hasn't ever addressed the fact that she's been missing for almost a year. You can say because she was underage, he was probably not trying to incriminate himself, but as evidence presents itself, we know that was not the only reason why. David has been on tour across the United States in support of his debut album, Withered. He did drop a statement on his album stating, "This album means so much to me, you have no idea the blood, sweat, and tears that came with trying to create this project over the past 2 years." Since the discovery of Celeste's body, David has been on tour. Now, people are pointing out how weird his stage design set looks. He reportedly brought out a casket, a wreath, and a notepad with a pencil for people to write letters to the deceased at his show. Now that things have hit the fan, there's actually new information developing about Celeste allegedly being pregnant with David's baby. We all know about the tattoo that Celeste has of David's name on her ring finger. Now, in this picture that she posted in the Discord, she has an engagement ring, or it could be a promise ring on that finger. So somebody asked, David, are you happily married or single? David replied, me and deleted user, which is Celeste's account before it got deleted, got a kid on the way. So yeah, this is coming from his account. He said this. So it's a strong possibility that she was allegedly pregnant. So yeah, it looks like he's guilty. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying the optics are not in his favor. And
so as y'all can see, things keep getting weirder and weirder. And let's not forget that there's supposedly two Celestes. And what is the coincidence that they both look very similar? They share the same name, but one is 23, last name Herrera, and the 15-year-old last name is Hernandez. Celeste Hernandez is El Salvadorian, while Celeste Herrera is said to be Filipino and has completely straight hair. Knowing this piece of information makes this whole situation seems a bit eerie. And not to forget, he has openly admitted in his songs that he was obsessed with Celeste. And don't forget the post at the beginning when he posted what made him look like insane post about Celeste. I'm obsessed with Celeste. Also, let's not forget that after it was revealed that her body was found in his Tesla, David continued to go on tour. And what he brought on tour, even that left us speechless. This man decided to bring a full-on casket on tour. He had fans signing notes and signing cards to leave for the dead.
Heavier the weight after watching you go, the smile on your face.
And let's not forget the song and video that he uploaded 7 months ago, where it plays out the act in which Celeste went through, and the girl favors Celeste with the curly hair. The home in which David stayed was searched, and they found a computer. But might I say today, David has not been arrested, so that's saying a lot. Cops were even called to his family home.
I'll go out wide and keep you covered. You want to tap the door? Wait for me. Because I'm going to keep you covered. Go ahead. I got you covered. Come right here. There's too many windows. Here, knock on the door. We got a phone call from here saying that somebody was dead. What? Is there somebody else that lives on this property that has your address? What's your address?
No.
That's it.
That's it. That's what actually got.
We got an address. There was a gunshot and a woman scream.
What?
I'm serious. That's why we came up here like this, because and then they talked to the caller. Whoever they were talking to said that there's a person dead.
No, sir. No, sir.
Knock on the door. We need to talk to him. We ain't got time for this.
Ma'am, we gotta figure out what's going on so we can leave, okay?
They advised. We made contact. They said nothing happened here. She shut the door. Now she's calling 911.
Now, many people found this strange that the cops were called and the door was closed in their face. Only a person that knows the law would know that they don't have to let the cops in. And it turns out that David's father actually does work in the legal field. While he isn't a lawyer, he is a litigation support manager. And some found this very suspicious and thought this is the reason why David may not have been arrested, that he knows the ins and outs. A teacher recalls Celeste being in his classroom.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, and then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
Now, while I do respect the fact that the teacher was trying to teach his students the dangers of meeting with people on social media, she in fact wasn't cut up into pieces. There's a rumor going around that she was cut up into pieces, and that is not the truth. It was said to have started from somebody on TikTok, but if you actually Google and look on like legal papers, you will never see anything about her body being chopped into pieces. And in fact says that her body was either decomposing or that it wasn't intact. Somebody misunderstood, spread the narrative that she was chopped into pieces, and everybody ran with it. And as you can see, it even hit mainstream media. But the autopsy never said that her body was chopped into pieces. Some had speculated that Celeste may have been pregnant and David found out and knew that it couldn't get out, so he got it taken care of. Some have even speculated that she may have been strangled. Some think her parents may have something to do with it, and some even thought that she may have climbed in there herself and got stuck.
TMZ has just obtained Celeste Rivas' death certificate. The cause of death is being deferred as LAPD and LA County medical examiners investigate her death. The certificate says that Celeste was found on September 8, 2025 in a vehicle. It also states that an autopsy was performed, but we have been told that the medical examiner is awaiting the toxicology reports. According to the certificate, she was not pregnant and had not been pregnant in the last year. After LAPD Captain Scott M. Williams spoke with people, we now know that it was likely that Celeste's body was in the car for weeks before it was discovered. And until a cause of death is determined, no arrests can be made. We will continue to update you as we know more.
An ex of Celeste came forward and mentioned that she lived in a troubled home.
How did you meet Celeste?
Through a friend.
Tell me how that whole relationship started.
I guess she liked me, or she was looking for someone, and yeah, we started talking.
And what school was this in?
Lakeland Village.
Was she sweet? Was she kind? Was she bubbly? What do you remember about her?
She was really kind, and she said she wanted something serious.
And how old were you when you met her?
13 or 14.
So at what point did you feel, or did you hear from Celeste that there were problems at home?
She said how her mom didn't treat her well or whatever, and she didn't like where she was at.
Did she talk at all about her relationship with her parents?
Kind of. She just said they were mean or whatever. She didn't like them.
And then you guys broke up, and the next thing you know, you find out that she's involved with this internet sensation, David.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen, like, at all, because like she was always like so happy and stuff.
What is your last memory that you have of Celeste?
We were at PE, and she told me and my friend that she was running away, and she said it was because of her parents, and she was like joking about it, and she was like happy, like joking like she always was, and like it didn't seem real because like she was like playing around, joking about it, and the next day she wasn't at school, and like that's the last time I saw her.
Did it break your heart that you were not going to be with her, or did you feel upset about losing the relationship?
Not really. It was kind of clear that we're like better as friends, but it was kind of sad that I wasn't able to like say goodbye, or like see how she was doing, like when she ran away.
What was your reaction when you saw the breaking news that they had found your ex-girlfriend's body in the trunk of his car?
My heart dropped. I was like, I don't know. I just couldn't believe it. I kind of had a feeling when I saw like the first thing. I was like, what if it is her? But I just like brushed it off. But when I saw it really was her, I was like, damn, I really knew.
So let me just make sure I'm understanding this correctly. You had seen the news out of Los Angeles that a body was found in his car.
Yeah.
And you immediately had a sinister thought about Celeste?
Yeah, because one of my friends told me.
Were you at home with your mom when they identified Celeste and you saw it all over the news? Can you remember that moment for us?
Yeah, I was on the way to school, and then like she just like showed me, and like I took a picture of it and I sent it to one of my friends, and he's like, yeah, I saw it too, it's crazy. And I just couldn't believe it.
So this has been the talk of the school?
Yeah.
Just the fact it was someone that my son was so close to at one time, and how everything happened, it's kind of scary. It's really close to home. And if it could happen to her, it could happen to anyone. And everyone just needs to be very careful on social media.
What about you? What do you think about at night when this kind of flashes through your mind?
I just think like if someone actually like did something, like when she said she's gonna run away, because I feel like no one cared.
A video of Celeste and a neighbor getting into it has resurfaced, and let's just say, the neighbors may be the next ones being contacted by the police.
Real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk? I ain't gonna let you talk. No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping? I ain't tripping. Nah, you tripping. How about you ain't tripping? You gonna let a woman talk? Alright, I'm not gonna let your woman talk.
Why is she over here? We're good.
Your little house, you don't even got a house.
Hey, bro.
You talk to.
Yeah, ain't nobody black right here, homie. We're Southsiders right here, homie. We're Southsiders here. Get it right, homegirl.
Just in case you didn't know who the Southsiders are, it's a Mexican street gang in Southern California. The Southsiders unity expresses itself in California jails and prisons where race-based prison gangs control inmates.
Shut up with your black talking. Shut up. You talking like you black, girl, with your black talking. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody black right here. What are you talking about? I said we're not black over here. Why are you calling us? You keep saying this. We're not black. Hey, let it go. Go back to your house. You ain't gonna do nothing, bro. What you gonna do? You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing, homie. What you are? What you are but a little girl? What you but a little girl? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
You need to go home. Seriously.
I'm not Mexican. Salvador, you tripping.
Oh my god.
Not because you tripping. Move the out of here.
You ain't gonna do shit. You better get over there. Get your over there, little girl. Go there, little girl. You ain't gonna do shit. Go. Go. What are you gonna do, bro?
Go call her dad, babe.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, little girl?
The more information is released, the more confusing and the more I think social media keeps pointing fingers at any and everybody. And just then, more information has been released.
Seems like police think that Celeste Rivas died of a drug overdose. Let me explain. I'm a forensic scientist and a former CSI, and in past videos about this case, I've said that it's my opinion, based on everything, that there's two main ways that Celeste could have died. Number one, strangulation. Number two, drug overdose. But reading between the lines of what the police have been saying, it's very clear to me that they are leaning strongly towards overdose. We've been talking about toxicology in this case since it popped off, and police just came out and said, once again, that the medical examiner is awaiting toxicology results, which is what they would need to determine if she died from a drug overdose. Again, those typically take about 8 weeks, so we're still probably about a month out from getting those tox results, which would show what drugs, if any, she had in her system when she died and at what level. It's also interesting that the police have said it's unclear whether there's any criminal culpability beyond just concealment of her body, which really supports what we've already thought, that there's no overt signs of trauma, they didn't find anything criminal in the house, and the only weird thing is there's a dead girl in your car. When the toxicology results come back, if she had at least...
I didn't cut that video off, that's where it stopped, but if they found drugs in her system, it could mean a few things. Either one, somebody gave it to her, even knowingly or unknowingly, and she ended up overdosing and passing away, so they got scared and put her body into the trunk to hide the evidence. Or two, she took it herself, ended up overdosing, and they got scared and put her in a trunk. Or three, she took it herself, was under the influence, maybe jumped in the back of the trunk, maybe to play like a game on somebody or to catch him doing something, and maybe she had got stuck in it. Like, I know it sounds easier to blame him and her and say she did it, but sometimes, believe it or not, freak accidents do happen. And to be honest, everybody that we talk about it has motive. But remember, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. And everybody keeps wondering why David hasn't been arrested. It has to be a strong reason why they don't feel the need to arrest David. And as you can see, the police has already stated that they see no trauma to her body besides her being concealed in a trunk. So it's looking like they don't really have anybody to point fingers at. But just then, David allegedly is now scrambling to get the same lawyer that Harvey Weinstein had. And if it's any truth to that, why all of a sudden a panic? What did they find? I don't know, guys. What are y'all thoughts? To be honest, it's been so many twists and turns. I'm so confused. At this point, let's just leave it to the professionals. I really do hope that her family can get justice and just know what happened. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.